In a fortnight's time, the start of a new series, The Troubleshooters. Mogul's new marine oil field in the Caribbean looks like the biggest strike for many years. But for Peter Thornton, who was in charge of the search, it brings trouble. See The Troubleshooters, the new Mogul series, starting in a fortnight on Saturdays at 9:50.
In a moment, BBC 3. But just starting on BBC 2, there's tonight's news summary, followed by part 1 of a dramatization of Dostoevsky's The Idiot. The time now is almost 10 to 11.
BBC 3, BBC 3.
Like thousands of ordinary city dwellers, Dawn and I like nothing better at the weekend than to get into a field just off the M1 and take all our clothes off. Every week we head for the wide open spaces of the Happy Valley Health Club. And why not? It is harmless and evil is only in the eye of the beholder. Excuse me, sir. Are you going past the Happy Valley Health Club?
Certainly.
We never fail to meet a companion of the road. Kind strangers are only too willing to help us in our search for the sun. See you next week. Oh, thank you.
Manny, don't recognise you with your clothes on. You don't often.
Nice. Hello, Leonard. How's your wife? Hello. Do you remember the lotion? That's John, our gardener. No plans on John, as you can see, tourists. We are all quite ordinary people. Scoutmasters, models, church deacons, and travelling salesmen. And we do not neglect culture.
Oh, lovely!
Goodbye to hot, sticky clothes. Hello to the health-giving rays of the sun. Some warped minds seem to think that the naked human body has got something to do with sex, as we found out when we had tea with the club secretary.
As club secretary, Sandra, I don't mind telling you I'm worried.
Whatever do you mean, Miss Cranley?
This. Apparently, Mr. Clement Parkinson, land speculator, has purchased the ground on which our camp is situated and intends to build a motel on this site.
Miss Cranley, you don't mean...
Yes, I do, Sandra. Unless a miracle happens, this club is going to close. Morning, Vicar. We won't be able to let our skins breathe. We will never be photographed by Harrison Marks again.
How dreadful. Why can't these prudish types leave us alone?
Exactly, Sandra.
Wait a minute.
What?
What's the name of that land speculator?
Mr. Clement Parkinson.
But I'm his secretary. This may be just the stroke of luck we have been waiting for. My friend Dawn put her thinking cap on, and we devised a plan. If it failed, it would be goodbye to the club and our jobs as well. I know you're fond of golf.
I like a round occasionally.
Well, Dawn and I have joined a club just off the M1 And we thought if you hadn't anything better to do this weekend, you might care to join us.
I can think of nothing better.
Good. Then it's a date.
Wait a minute. This isn't the golf club.
Yes, it is. And any other kind of club you care to name. The only difference being we like to let our skins breathe while we're enjoying ourselves.
Surely there's nothing wrong with that, Mr. Parsican.
There's no harm in looking, I suppose. But you girls have got a lot to answer for.
So began the indoctrination of Mr. Parkinson.
Ow!
Naked as nature expected, slate 69, take 42.
So you see, Mr. Parkinson, we're not really as black as we're painted. Do bear with us.
I take back all I said about health clubs.
Well, this is where we leave you.
Sandra, you don't mean...
I certainly do. Clement.
Then that's good enough for me.
And so my little ruse had worked in more ways than one. The club was saved, and Clement and I began seeing more of each other. A great deal more.
Make them all, each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings.
Aren't they a lovely pair?
Glowing color,
That was a year ago. Already, little Clement is on the way. My husband says he will be a born nudist. And do you know, I think he may be right.